And so far, Thinkorswim is frozen this morning. Beautiful. Always a good start. Always. So watching Alibaba closely here for a short position. A lot of selling pressure coming in on it. All right, Alibaba might squeeze here. And Netflix is starting to go down. Might start watching Netflix for a short play. So keeping a close eye on Netflix. Going to be watching Netflix short here soon. All right, I'm in short here on Netflix as it's starting to break down this pretty key level, the 310 mark. Going to see if we can ride it down to the 309 price point. There goes Netflix dropping a little bit more. Getting pretty extended to the downside. Going to look to cover up probably 150 shares here. All right, so it's covered up 150 just to play it safe. Alibaba's looking pretty weak here. All right, I'm in short on Alibaba now. I didn't get the best entry that I wanted to. Look at that drop there on Netflix. Beautiful. So currently in short on Alibaba, 600 shares. Gonna hold that for a sec. Still in short 50 shares on Netflix. Netflix is gonna get ready to pop up here for sure, but still holding short. Still have 50 shares short on Netflix, still holding. Still short on Alibaba. Alibaba is kind of trying to break this 145 level. That's pretty much the key level it needs to break, 145. So currently up about 300 bucks on the trade. Oh, look at Netflix. Beautiful. Going to look to cover the rest of these 50 shares on Netflix here and then reposition myself as it probably is going to go through a short squeeze. So just took those 50 shares off on Netflix. That was a nice trade. Going to let it squeeze maybe and then reposition on it. Ooh, look at that reverse there on. I didn't anticipate. No, it's because the market just squeezed like crazy. All right, going to get ready to take off Alibaba. As the market was rolling over, but now it's squeezing up. What a shame. All right, a whole lot of Alibaba. It was a nice trade, but the market just reversed and started going nuts. So took a nice $800 loss. Look at that big short squeeze. Look at that. That's just a whole short squeeze. So day started off pretty good until Alibaba just hit me right in the feels good. Yeah, that sucked. That sucked big time. That's all right. So the market is definitely turns to the upside a little bit. So gonna keep an eye on some things here. See what's going on with Apple. Yeah, so currently down 500 bucks on the day. So I'm hopping in long here on Alibaba. It just has that appearance like it wants to continue squeezing. So I'm gonna hop in long here, scalp up 600 shares. The market looks pretty strong right now too, as it's kind of curling, starting to push a little higher. So as long as the market stays green here and favors the upside, we're probably going to see Alibaba continue to rise. A lot of people have been shorting Alibaba, so playing on the idea that we're going to continue having a short squeeze here. If we can get up and over this 148 price, that's going to be a big deal. So there it goes, over 148. Going to look to sell majority of my position here. So just sold majority of my position on Alibaba, still letting 200 shares ride out now. So nice trade so far. It's getting up there pretty good, pretty high. Gonna follow it closely, but might be getting ready to take off another 100 shares. That's all right. That's beautiful. Thinkorswim is freezing right now. Gotta love that when that happens. Okay, not gonna mess with that. All out of Alibaba as Thinkorswim's starting to freeze up on me a little bit. So nice. Got a little bit back there on Alibaba. Good stuff. Should had taken the first short on Alibaba off a little bit sooner than I had. You know, went through more of a squeeze than I really needed to, but it's okay. Wow, look at Alibaba. That's just ridiculous. Look at Netflix going lower. So Netflix is getting smoked here. Look at that drop on Netflix. Oh my goodness. So currently down a couple $100 on the day. Nothing too crazy. Alibaba is starting to look a little weak with this seller's candle here. So depending on what the market does here, if the market rolls over, I think I'm going to short Alibaba. All right. So just entered short on Alibaba. Going to see if we can get this to roll over. Got a long seller's wick. If it starts turning green, I'll take the trade off immediately rather than risking a short squeeze again. But it is starting to roll over. If we can get some good, like, quick panic candles in here. All right, so currently up a little bit. Going to look to take some off on the trade just to lock it in. So just locked in majority of the profit on that trade, still holding some. And just fighting my way back into the green right now. A lot of buyers coming in there. So small short scalp trade there, fighting my way back into the green on the day. So down $62 on the day. So there goes the rollover and the drop on Alibaba. That's what I was looking for that I missed. So the penny stock CRNT is picking up a little bit. I considered trading it, but it's already really extended for me. It's kind of pretty big, so I'm a little cautious on trying to trade that with where it's at. Yeah, CRNT has a lot of sellers at $4, trying to keep it down. So Baba is still kind of just trailing down a little bit, coming really close to the 200 moving average. Could potentially justify doing a scalp trade to the long side off the 200 moving average here as it's starting to pop up. But again, if the market right now rolls over, I think it'll take Alibaba with it. So fingers on the trigger for a scalp play here on Alibaba. So Baba right now is kind of struggling to get over the VWAP right now. All right, breaking VWAP up to the 9 moving average. Probably going to look to short Alibaba here for a test of low a day. So just entered short on Alibaba. Going to see if we can get Alibaba down towards low of day. It still has to break to the 200 moving average or the 50 moving average. So there is a little bit of headway we have to break down and get through these levels, but I do think we could see a low a day test here on Alibaba. So currently short Alibaba, average is 146.47. We're starting to break through that 50 moving average a little bit. Starting to get bought up on the 50 moving average. Netflix is just getting smoked. Okay, getting ready to cover some up here on Alibaba just to play it safe. Again, battling back into the green here. Market's actually dropping really hard, so I'm going to give Alibaba another second here to run before taking shares off. Market's breaking through previous low a day area. Alibaba's getting bought up. Getting sold down again. So still holding short here. Market's getting heavy. I think it'll take Alibaba with it down. Come on. Okay, getting ready to cover up 400 shares here on Alibaba. So it's covered up 400 shares on Alibaba just to lock in most of that money. Hell, I might even cover another 100 shares. So I did. So I covered 100 shares. I'll leave 100 shares on short there with Alibaba. So another small trade. It's going to get me up to about 200 bucks on the day profit now. Yeah, Netflix is just a beautiful short play today. So Bob is still a little heavy here. CRNT still struggling to get over that $4 mark. Not really having much success on its end. So still holding short 100 shares on Baba. I'm going to let it bounce here. Let it do its thing. So do anticipate Baba is going to pop up here a little bit, maybe even over the View app. We do have the market bouncing off of like 270, 220s area. So still holding short on Baba. Just giving it some time, see what the market wants to do. If the market goes for another leg down, I'm sure Alibaba is going to go with it. Watch Apple. Apple looks like it's getting ready to sell to the downside, so you could probably watch Apple short bias here. Still keeping an eye on Alibaba. It's performing a little bit of a lower high, so we might see this lower high turn into a rolling over downward move. So you're going to have to pop up, drop down, pop up, kind of failing, looking for this to roll over to the downside here like that. Again, the market's kind of just back and forth consolidating in between moving averages, so not too much going on there. Okay, still following it. I might look to add in short here, depends. Got to see the market start breaking down below its 50 moving average on the intraday chart, and then might consider adding in short on Alibaba. Really need Alibaba to stay down. We can't let this green candle start breaking up, or else I'll take off my last 100 shares. All right, market's rolling over to the downside. I'm just entering short, just got in more short on Alibaba. So again, trying to get this market to push lower. If it does push lower, then we're probably going to see Alibaba start dropping too. Okay, so still in short, we need the market to break down 272.20s and then area drop below the 100 moving average. And then our short play here with Alibaba should work out pretty well. And the market just got bought right back up off that 100 moving average in an extremely bullish manner. So I'm going to take off Alibaba. After that big squeeze in the market, I don't like the way that's acting. We just attempted to roll over and failed. So taking that short off, anticipating we're going to see a short squeeze here. We'll probably see Alibaba pop up. There it goes. Ready? See it's starting to squeeze up. That's why I wanted to get out of there before that happened. Penny stock SCON is halted going up. So pretty rough start to the day. Some small trades, one big lose with the squeeze. So currently up $100 on the day. Nothing crazy, but green is green. Green is good. So Netflix going through a nice short squeeze here. Just kind of bouncing a little bit. Just keeping an eye on that. What's this CHCI? CHCI is about to get halted too. So CHCI is halted. So we got a few penny stocks starting to pop up that might turn into something good here. Spreads are kind of crazy so far. CHCI has a spread of what's that? That would be 13 and 17, so 30 cents. That's big for a penny stock. Watching AMRN here. I'm gonna say AMRN. Nah, I'll leave that alone. I was gonna say there could be a nice move coming on AMRN here. It's kind of in a wedge pattern. Volume isn't all that great right now though. SCON is currently just got unhalted. Yeah, she's coming all the way back down. All right, that's a no-go. Netflix is popping up. I'm gonna be watching Netflix here for a short position as it's starting to kind of get all the way back up to the VWAP. Now it's kind of running up towards the 50 moving average. So watching Netflix on a short bias trade. So keeping a close eye on Netflix here for a short position. The market's still kind of channeling back and forth, not making very aggressive moves or big moves at that. CHCI is still currently halted. Look at that nice move there in Baba to the upside. So again, the market's starting to kind of break a little bit out of some downward trend line resistance on its intraday chart. So we could, again, it depends on which way this market breaks out of this pattern. Again, I'm still focusing on Netflix short. All right, so I'm starting in short on Netflix, just added 150 shares short to Netflix. All right, I just added more short, so currently in 300 shares short now on Netflix. Oh, the market's so fakey. CHCI starting to break to the upside a little bit. Pulled back, it's pushing up. Again, volume's kind of sketchy on this. I'd be very careful. Right, you can see the volume's only like 18,000 on CHCI. So if you do trade that, do be very careful. Still holding short on Netflix, guys. Still in short Netflix. So the market's starting to kind of break to the downside on its pattern here on this like little wedge. It's been taking place for the most of the morning. So if the market starts really dropping here, Netflix should start going. We're getting a nice pullback here on Alibaba. So target here on this Netflix short ideally would be low of day. Would like to see Netflix down towards low of day here. All right, market's starting to break down the 200 moving average on the intraday chart. That looks pretty good. Wouldn't be surprised if we see the market start to kind of bounce or to try and get bought up here about 272. So still holding short. Look at that buyback candle there on Netflix. That's not what you want to see. A lot of sellers coming in here on Netflix. There it goes. Nice move. Still holding short Netflix. Haven't covered anything up just yet. So I'll let it go through a pullback or pop back up here. I'll do its natural flow. All right. Again, still in short. Netflix haven't covered up. I think this is going to be our next leg down here soon on Netflix. The market's favoring us right now on the trade for Netflix. The market is trying to break that 200 moving average. Now it's turning into a green candle. Not cool. So again, right now it's just we got the market sitting on the 200 moving average. If this starts breaking down and the market starts breaking below its previous red candles, Netflix is going to probably see a quick sell-off here down towards low a day, and then that's where I'm going to look to most likely cover up majority of these shares on Netflix. Okay, so there goes the market, just briefly breaking the previous red candle. All right, so now we're looking for the market to have a nice, quick panic sell on this candle. There it goes, and here goes Netflix. Come on, Netflix, a little more. Yeah, market's heavy right now. No reason to cover Netflix up. All right, come on. So Netflix is trying to hold its previous consolidation zone, but I'm not buying it. So Netflix putting in a little bit of a higher low here. Kind of surprised it got bought up as well as it did on just that candle alone. So still holding short Netflix. Depending on how it acts, I might cover some just to play it safe. So again, still holding short here on Netflix. And I really want to see Netflix down towards low a day here. All right, Netflix breaking down a little bit more. All right, let's keep coming, keep it coming. Come on, Netflix, keep it coming. So again, still in short. Haven't covered anything on Netflix. Market's still heading lower for us, so that's a good sign for the short play. Alibaba is starting to get hit pretty good. Market's getting down towards some pre-market, right? We have the market falling down towards some pre-market support, so we might start seeing a bounce a little bit here on the marketplace. So I might cover up some of the short on Netflix. Gonna give it a second here. Yeah, that's just stupid. All right, gonna look to take Netflix off here. So I'm all out of Netflix. So it was a nice little win. Could have been more. Just wasn't aggressive, and it kept getting bought up. Not the best movement there, but it worked. So that'll get us up to about $400 profit on the day. So battled back some losses, was down about a couple $100 for the day, was able to battle back, give me in the positive. So won the live trading video there. So thank you guys once again for tuning in. As always, you can check out the description box of the video as it's going to have multiple links to all of our free services and private services. So you can check that out on your way out. And as always, thank you guys once again for tuning into our videos, and we'll see you on the next one.